In today's video, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. We are going to do some major decorating. This is the first big decorating video in the new house and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's start decorating today. I am so excited. I am like a giddy schoolgirl. The first thing that we're gonna do is open this box from Target. I love Target, and I got this adorable tree. It's just a little bit shorter than me, but I love the base of this. It's a beautiful matte textured white. You could even paint that black if you needed more contrast. I may do that eventually because as you can see, the walls in here are white and having a black base would look awesome in there. This is one of two ottomans that I purchased from Target and I'm gonna need your opinion later on which one I should keep and use in this living room. All right, I know I did a fireplace makeover and I think I'm gonna change it again. I don't know, I may regret this. We'll see. Let's see what it looks like. I will show you what this looks like in just a minute. This is me debating whether I should paint it or not. This color is Modern Gray from Sherwin-Williams, and I am using it in a few other places in my house. So I wanted to see how it would look on my fireplace, and I would love to know in the comments below if you end up liking the new fireplace or if you liked my first DIY project. This watering can I got off of Etsy. I love it. It is such a beautiful color and you can definitely use it as a decor piece like I did here on top of my fireplace. I love when something useful can also be used as decor. If you saw my latest entryway makeover, I'll link it up at the top here. I moved my stools that were over here, so we're gonna do a little switching around. I picked up this basket today from Home Goods for $17. I thought that it would look really good on this end table over here. And a little trick I have, if you need to prop up your plants, use something in the base of the basket. Here I used some old books wrapped in a grocery bag, and then sometimes I'll just stack extra grocery bags on top of that, just so the plant gets a little height in the basket. I was also so excited to see that this plant is actually growing and I'm not completely killing it. I am working on keeping plants alive in my house. I picked up something from Target. It is a new lamp. I don't think this is super new, but I just saw it for the first time. It is this beautiful black. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I think if I can find another one, I will get another one. It was at my store and I just did the curbside pickup. I wanted to do a little switching around on this end table. I just got this recently and it is a gray wash wood, and I felt like the lamp being kind of gray too, it just blended in and I wanted some more contrast. I have somewhere else that I will use that lamp and I love this here. I think it's adorable. I love that it brings in the black from some other spaces in the room, like that blanket right over there and the lanterns. So I think this was a good switch. Here is how this room is looking now. You can see the fireplace in the color modern gray. I kind of love it for now. I do miss my DIY fireplace. I thought that was really neat what I did earlier, but this is nice and cozy for winter too. So let me know which one you like. When I did my recent entryway makeover, I had a vision in my mind and I ordered something right away, but it didn't come until after the video was done. I ordered this vase from Amazon. It is really sturdy and solid. I definitely recommend it. It is gorgeous. I love like the orange terracotta, and it also had a slight pattern on it, which I like too. Nothing exciting in this bag, just some of those foam pieces. I wasn't sure if I would need them for this particular vase, but I ordered them just in case, and I'm sure they will always come in handy. Next, I ordered these faux leaves. I really had this vision of leaves hanging down the side of my cabinet in my front entryway. And the space doesn't get a lot of light, so I was really concerned about doing a real plant. I ordered these ones. I think they're gorgeous. They're a really pretty color of green, and I'm going to hang them in my front entryway. So finally, the vision that I had from the beginning will come to life. Don't be afraid to mix different textures and finishes, vary your heights in a space. I love how there's a wood tone, a rattan lamp, there's a gold frame, a white frame. It just is all coming together beautifully. Don't be afraid to play around with things in your own home. And this is how it looks, exactly what I wanted when I first started decorating this space. I feel like I am constantly painting my house. My husband recently finished the trim in this room after we got our new flooring, and it was up to me to finish painting it. I am the painter in the family. This room is actually painted high reflective white from Sherwin-Williams. My back living room is painted pure white, but it just had a tint of blue in this room. So I did the high reflective white, which actually is just a plain white from the can, no pigment added, and it turned out gorgeous in this room. The best part is taking off the tape and seeing that fresh paint look amazing. My dog Margot is always with me watching out for me. I was waiting until I finished painting to move this couch back in place, and now that the paint is all dry and I'm done, I can move it back, and we're gonna be decorating this room soon. All right, if you watched my recent entryway video, you know that I have been struggling with a console table for right here, but I did end up finding one, and I'm gonna show you that in just a minute. So this guy is going back. But I have an idea for what I want to put above the new console table. I am thinking a really big picture, maybe with a mirror overlapping it. But let's go down in my basement. I'm gonna show you what my plan is for this area. All right, right now, this is our storage room. It will be my second son's bedroom, but we need to build some storage things. What I am thinking is I'm gonna grab that black picture, and there is a smaller one right there. I'm gonna grab those, take those upstairs, and we're gonna see how they look up there. If all else fails, I have this huge mirror with a black rim around it, and I think that would work too. So that may be an option, or just a filler piece if my idea doesn't work. This is the new entryway table I ordered. Definitely paid more than what I wanted to, but nothing was feeling right, and I have always loved this style. I did get this natural color. There are a few other colors as well, but I think with the more modern black cabinet in the front entryway, this will just really complement it and soften up the space. Also, if I ever have to move it out of the entryway, I have already thought of 2 or 3 other spaces that I can use this in, and that is a nice tip for you. Whenever I buy a bigger piece of furniture that costs a decent amount of money, I make sure in my head that there are other places in my home I can use it in if I need to move it. The new entryway table will be about 5 inches longer than the one here, so keep that in mind. But we're gonna take this first picture that I have and put it up here and just see how I like it for size before I do a DIY project on any picture frame here. And honestly, I think it's just a little bit too big. To the left on the window, I am going to put curtains, so those will take up a little bit of the wall space over there. So I think it's just gonna feel a little bit too busy right there. So I'm going to try another one. This next one was actually a DIY project that I did. I bought this blank canvas on Amazon and I painted it this bluish green color. My husband made the frame for me, although it did get broken in our move, but I don't think it really goes with the style that I'm doing right now. So I definitely could paint over this and make it into something new. And I really like the size of this here. So this is definitely a contender if I want to do my DIY project. You can also change out the color of the frame. Painting this black or gold or even like a beige would definitely give it a different look. We are going to completely transform this piano space. The piano is staying here. I have played the piano since I was 8 years old, so I always love having a piano in whatever house. That basket to the right are my piano books, so I'm gonna keep that right there next to it. We're gonna add this tree back and I'm gonna fluff it out and make it look all nice. I love kind of blocking and separating the 2 rooms, the entryway and this one. I feel like the plant helps do that, as well as the entryway table, which will be opposite of the plant. You can get a peek right there of how the entryway flows into this room. It's a nice big walkway. All right, so I thought the lamp that I put here was just a little bit too short, so I'm gonna take some decor books that I have with neutral binding on them, put them under the lamp, and so it will elevate it to a higher height. That's a trick you can do with so many decor pieces if you need to make it a little bit higher. I am also going to move my Aero diffuser right there because I think I have a trick that I can hide it a little bit better than it was before. I picked up this vase from Target the other day and I'm going to try to strategically place it so that it covers up that yellowed humidifier controller. That is on the to-do list to change out, but it's not top priority just yet. So let's try to hide it. I ordered these cute candle holders. They're like a stone finish and they are super heavy. I got them from Amazon. I love them. I think they're beautiful. I would probably put another set somewhere in my house. They are just so gorgeous. I borrowed my sheep print from my living room to see what it looked like here. I know that when we do the fireplace, hopefully soon, we're gonna put the TV up above the fireplace. And so this beautiful print that I love from Lindsay Letters will need to be moved. Bring in some moody colors, some drama. I love the green. Green is still pretty neutral. So we hung this up here and I do love it in this space. I got these extra long candlesticks from Anthropologie. They're a beautiful olive dark green color. I will probably never actually use them. I just like them as a pretty decor piece, and I think that they just bring in the beautiful colors of the painting. I'm gonna add this tray that I got from Target probably about a year ago. It is a nice linen texture. Also, this is from Target too. I love the oversized bowl, and I'm gonna add a plant to it. I stopped at Michael's the other night and got these faux spider plants. I was able to just order online and pick it up in the store, which was super nice. Now, these ones are really big. I got 4 of them, but they do have these white, I'm gonna say, flowers coming out of them, and those weren't my favorite. They were very plastic looking, and I don't think that I will ever really want to see those in this plant. So I'm just going to take the time and cut all of them out of here. There weren't too many, but I think it looks so much better without them in there. So if you have some decor pieces that are just in your basement or in your storage and haven't been used in a while because you don't love them, see if there's something you can do to change it, spray paint or cutting something off or altering the color, maybe even doing a fun DIY project on it so that it will have a fresh new look. And here is the finished space by the piano. I love it. I think it's a great combination of neutrals, but yet subtle pops of color with all of the green. The vase is really nice. It's gonna tie in with the pillows that we're gonna put on the couch in just a minute. I love this and I cannot wait to start playing the piano again. I haven't used it really since we moved in, so I am excited to get some songs and start playing. I just draped that blanket over the bench. It is not the prettiest bench. It definitely looks outdated and I just needed something to cover it up. I do have a faux white like fur blanket, but I cannot find it. It's still in storage somewhere. So I just draped that one, and for the time of year, it is starting to get colder outside. I think it makes it super cozy and brings in some pretty colors. All right, these are some of the items that I'm gonna play around with over here by the couch area. My dog likes to sit on the couch and guard. She likes to protect me, so she's gonna sit there right now. I know that this room needs a ton of light because there are no ceiling lights in here. So one by the piano, one over here. I'll put one in the entryway. If I can get another one somewhere, I will do whatever I can to get enough light. I did order a pair of curtains that should be here in a few days. I'm gonna see how they look. I do plan on doing curtains on all 3 windows in this room. You can just see directly into the neighbor's house over there at night. All right, so we have a stool, a nice basket, some pillows, a blanket. I brought in my plant from outside. All of these baskets are from Home Goods. I just wanted to get a variety of textures and colors, so we'll see how those look. My lamp that I got from Target and 2 ottomans. I'm not sure which one I will use. We'll have to see. So let's play around with this stuff and see where we can get. I know for sure that I need to have the plant over here by this window because it gets the most light in this room and I want it to grow and not die. So as I am playing around with things, I'm gonna make sure I can get the plant over here. One thing that I've learned over the many years of decorating is to gather all of your items together that you definitely want to use and some extras, because you never know what will really look good and come together in the end. I have spent so many years running back and forth from my basement, getting extra pieces, and I still did that today. I grabbed a few from a different room, but it's just so much easier if you have them all in one space. You start one piece at a time. Like, I knew that I wanted that lamp back in the corner. It just looked really good. I knew that I wanted the plant right there in front of it, so I started with those 2 pieces and then worked my way onto other pieces as they fit with the space. I am also constantly stepping back, looking at the bigger picture and how things might look together. Sometimes I even just sit on the floor and stare at a space for 5 or 10 minutes just so I can kind of envision what the space looks like, what I want it to look like, and what I think might look good in there. Right here, you can see I'm taking the time to really think about the pillows. I knew that the green one didn't really go as well as I wanted, so I switched it out. It's okay to play around with things, and sometimes even a few days later, I realize that something is bothering me, and so I go and switch it out. I thought it may be fun to see the design process. So here I have those 3 different baskets. They all look very different, and I wanted to see how they fit on the stool, how they looked with the stool, and the whole space. I realized like this last one is way too big and kind of falling off the stool, so I knew that that wasn't going to work at all. I really wanted this one to work, but I had an idea at the end that I'm going to show you in just a minute that I think actually worked out better. And that bigger basket that I even had out, I knew I didn't want in there. I'd rather have an ottoman on this side. So we're gonna play around with the ottomans too. I have this one, it's kind of like that fuzzy, warm, cozy effect with the wooden legs from Target, of course. Here is that little trick I showed you, and this one is just a bunch of grocery bags just stuffed in there. I didn't need much height. These are plant saucers to put under your plant so it catches the water. I bought these in a pack off of Amazon, so all 3 sizes came in the package, which was really nice. I had this plant hanging outside if you saw my patio makeover video, and my dog had to see what all the excitement was about over here. I decided to bring the plant inside since it is getting colder outside. We'll see how it does inside. I'm not quite sure, but I will do my best to keep it alive. And I just cut off the top part that helped it to hang outside. We're going to work on this other corner, and this is where that one basket can go. I was hoping the tree would fit in there, and thankfully it did. That tree was Studio McGee, I believe, from last year. I do have a hutch that I want to put in this corner, so I probably will need to move the couch down a little bit. I am not quite ready to build it. I have enough projects right now, but it is in my garage. So we'll see how that looks there. The tree is just a nice filler piece for right now. And it's so nice to layer things. So you see the lamp, the plant, the stool. On the other side is also a plant, a really tall plant, and we're gonna put an ottoman over there too. Don't forget to clean your spaces. That plant dropped a bunch of dead leaves all over, and before I completely finished this space, it was just really nice to give it a nice vacuum and a clean start. This will be our option 1 for ottomans. Please let me know in the comments below if you like option 1 or 2. Number 2 is going to be this very popular ottoman from Target. Everyone seems to love this. This is the window pane one. I do love the design. One thing to always keep in mind, I know that I'm gonna switch out the rug in here. I would prefer a dark, moody rug, maybe kind of a vintage looking pattern. So I'm keeping that in mind when I'm thinking about all of the decor pieces, especially the ottoman too. Also, I know that my kids will probably jump on the ottoman to the couch, so I need to make sure that it is sturdy. I wanted to share with you the rest of the ideas that I have for this room. We are going to be adding an electric fireplace between the 2 windows on the wall there to the right, and doing a nice mantle too. I feel like the room looks smaller than it really is, but it is a decent sized room. It is more narrow and very long. There are also 2 doorways, so I have to keep those in mind, but this is kind of a room that you can walk through, and I want to make sure not to block those spaces. That's the wall right there where we will add the fireplace. I am also going to add, I think, 3 chairs around that fireplace, 2 white swivel ones that I've already scouted out from World Market, and I think maybe a leather chair as well. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I do. It really brings so much joy in my life to decorate a space and be able to share all those tips with you. We are getting ready to start a huge project in the office with some built-ins, so you better believe there's going to be a lot more decorating videos to come. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here soon.